welcome to a special International Women's Day edition of the greatest goddamn D&D streamer in this world and the next here. Because there's no ladies here, but Frank sits down to pee. It's Goblins under the stairs.
I take my phone in the bathroom with me.
You got Sorak the Destroyer ready to slash and bash your Wednesday night with my epic wrecking crew of destroyers. You got Fang the Mang sitting down but not peeing, I hope. You got Wilmore Shoddington, and of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo, 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 boo. Thank you, Sorak the Destroyer, and welcome everyone to tonight's Wednesday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Sunday, I lied to you, and I'm sorry. Told you guys we wouldn't be back this week, but guess what? We're back with a doubleheader instead. Not going away this weekend, so
we like doublehead.
So looks like we got tonight in because my Spelljammer campaign got canceled, and then my trip got canceled this weekend. So we're gonna squeeze another one in on Sunday, and we got some moves to make in the game, so moves we shall be making. I'll give you guys a quick recap of what happened the last time we were all together, and then we will jump on into this stoned thing. Last time we were all together, you guys were making your way through the Hunt Lord's Lodge in Noenar's Hold, following that pitter-patter of the dwarven man that helps him out there. You guys made your way along, fought some spiders, until you found your way into the main dining hall area, with the three Hunt Lords sitting around the table. Of course, Fang's new helm shined brilliantly upon them. It seemed to burn away radiantly some of their health, and of course the Dawnbringer being put to use against some undead for the first time, really showing its true strength. You guys were able to slice them down, take them down easy peasy, and recover that evil sort of life-stealing once and for all from the one Hunt Lord that took it when Zorak left it there. Guys came on outside from the Hunt Lord's Lodge and saw that the clouds were parting and the sun was peeking out from behind it, and people seemed to be making their way out from their abodes and homes and coming back together as a community for the first time in many, many years. You guys received many warm welcomes and thanks, made your way down to the White Hart Inn, where you guys met with Avgar and decided to help him and the community out a bit, investing in the White Hart Inn and franchising it into a Wrecking Crew tavern and ale house once and for all. Giving them some capital, of course, to get, refurnish the place, get some new ale and food in there. And you guys all celebrated the evening a little bit, again, celebrating with some of the community and people around the town. But decided to get some rest and hit the old dusty trail once again, heading west this time towards Yartar, so that you guys can teleport there to the Neverwinter and then take the airship down to Lathander's Temple. So first 2 days of travel to Yartar seemed to go off without a hitch. You guys even ran into some vendors selling some Golden Gulp ale from Golden Fields. But the next day, I'm kind of getting pushed back a little bit and going off trail. Wilmore actually caught a glimpse of some bovine, some kind of cow or bull, oxen, hoof prints right off the path, and some torn up earth and knocked over trees nearby as well. Solrek followed along the tracks and see a bunch of statues of humanoids toppled over, some of them shattered into a few pieces, and kept on following along the trail, or the tracks, until he lost them to an area of like this rocky terrain up off the hills. Where he ended up finding a couple of eggs over there, larger kind of eggs. Upon finding them, though, the creature who seems to be looking after these eggs gleamed at him with these blue eyes and instantly turned him to stone. This creature, of course, being a basilisk. So with that, Solrak, you stand here, turned to stone. Wilmore flying overhead on his broom, kind of keeping watch and just staying a little bit of a distance. And Fang and Cuomo were right on the trail still, not really occupied or interested in what they were doing, but nonetheless making their way downtown. So with that, Wilmore, you obviously, of course, see Solrak get turned to stone here. You see this creature emerge from the rocky area and begin to growl, and see his eyes glowing with this blue aura. What do you do here?
We're fucked. Roll the credits. Game over. We're dead.
So it's like coming out of like a hole, right? Or
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
gap in the mountain.
Exactly.
So I kind of see the creature, and I see him that Solrak is just rock hard right now, and
Rock hard.
I make a comment to myself that I've never seen Solrak just so hard, and I just cast Wall of Force right where the Basilisk is, pushing it back into the cave.
Okay. You create this beautiful radiant wall of force that protects around around Sorak, and pushes the basilisk back a little bit.
So like I do it like because it's in like the mouth of the cave, right?
Yeah, its head is kind of like starting to peek out, and it's starting to lurk his way out of there now.
Yeah, so I cast it like right in the middle of it, and then I could like move it one way or the other. So I move it back into the cave and kind of like door it off.
Okay.
So it'd be more like this, like right on the cave
As that
wall.
wall appears, the basilisk 8 legs get shuffled backwards, scuttling into the rocky outcropping right here. Seems to just like kind of snake its head around behind it and hit into it a couple of times, but unable to penetrate through it.
And then I go, only rock hard Solrak could penetrate that wall. And then I kind of scream back to Fang, I don't know what's going on, buddy. Little help here.
Did we roll initiative?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me see what I can do here, Chattington. As I'm like kind of, I pull out my Tome of Lathander and just kind of start like sifting through it to see if there's something that like might be able to like bring him back to normal.
Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine or a Arcana check. We're religion rather.
11.
11. Yeah, you're flipping through, trying to figure out something that a cleric as yourself could use to remedy someone of this, and really not much comes to your mind outside of something like a greater restoration spell.
You and Chattington, the only thing that might be able to save him is greater restoration. You wouldn't by chance have yours left from way back, would you?
I mean, I don't think I'd waste that on Solrak.
You're right.
Only I hear Dawnbringer. Can everybody else?
Everyone can hear it.
And you said Dawnbringer wasn't from.
Correct. However, you don't can't use the properties of it unless, of course, you're attuned to it.
Since I'm attuned to him. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. So, Dawnbringer going to let you guys look it out, and as soon as Chattington says, "I wouldn't waste that on Sorlak," he says, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell him you said that. I think I could be of service here. Let me see what I can do." Then Dawnbringer is gonna go use a greater restoration spell on me.
You have to be the one that uses it.
Really?
Yes.
Can it activate itself?
Nope.
Okay, well, then it'll say to Chattington, use this one on him, and I got you next time, bud.
I guess so. Sure, why not? I will use my last. I think I got 4, right? It's charm.
I think you're down to a lesser on your charm.
No, yeah, you're right. I only got 2. Yep, because I had to do it last time for I think Soul Rack too. Well,
As you're down there and the Dawnbringer saying this to you, and you're trying to figure out how to get him out of here, with your 21 passive perception, you hear some hoof prints coming up from the north of this outcropping up here.
I go, maybe we see. I kind of start dragging Soul Rack a little bit away. Maybe we just carry him the rest of the way.
I think you should make a faster decision.
Yeah, as you do that, you go to grab him. The footprints start sounding louder, and you actually start to hear like the sound of metal on metal scratching and scraping against each other. And coming around the corner, you see a large metallic bull with green noxious smoke pluming out of its nose and scuffing up the earth down underneath of its feet. And it looks down at you, Wilmore, with its horns pointed out in your direction. And with that, we'll roll initiative.
Dawnbringer goes, this would be a waste time to use it.
I don't have it.
He doesn't have greater restoration.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative as this metallical bull.
Metallica.
Yeah, he's making his way over to you guys, and does not look happy. Oops, not exploration. Combat. Okay, Fang, you spot this up in the air on Quimo's back as he's about to charge towards Wilmore and Solrak. Now that you notice the broken statues on the ground all around you, or these faces of fearful, frightened humanoids that have all been turned to stone and shattered, seemingly maybe from a giant mechanical bull running into them after they've been turned to stone.
So, upon seeing him, would I be able to notice that he is the same material as the other statues that we see?
No, he is metal.
Oh, he's fucking metal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cuomo, alright. I see him and I go, hip hip hip.
Yeah, he's metal here.
I go hip hip, and so Cuomo starts taking off into the air. We get about whoopsies. Can only you move, Cuomo?
I do have restrict player access on that. Yep, no, you should be good.
Okay. Bam. Also, for some reason, my temp hit points went away.
Yes, all of your guys' temp hit points went away after taking a long rest. It's either once they are completely depleted, so after you drink it, it lasts like to 24 hours, and then after that, it lasts either until you're depleted or once a long rest has happened.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And so we are. Let's see. Let me double check something real quick. We are. $40 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And so we moved like 20 feet in and 40 feet up.
Okay.
And from there, I take one of my fire opals off my helm and break it off and cast Fireball at him.
Okay. Dex saving throw, right?
Let me double check. Fireball, yes, DC 18.
18.
Oh, damn. All right.
So I take half damage.
Oh, that's right. Yes, thank you. Let's see.
There's a use instrument button on that. That's cool.
11.
I didn't even mean to click that.
11.
11 damage. Let me mark
Yeah, mark
that.
Yep, the stone.
Yep. And let's see. Bonus action. If we become within, if Cuomo is within range, he's gonna give me the help action, and I will. If I'm on Cuomo, can I still take like the dodge action, or can like we collectively take a dodge? I guess that would be his turn then.
That's his,
And
his
but I would.
bonus action is he can dash, disengage, or hide. So yeah, he can action dodge.
Okay. So yeah, that's what he'll do because all he did really was his movement. So he'll dodge, and I will spend a key point as my bonus action to dodge.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and turn, and that brings to Wilmore.
Solrak, you gonna roll initiative?
He's too stoned.
Too stoned.
You gotta do. I'm a fucking stone. You can't fucking fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out pipes. I'm gonna play them.
A 5 is accurate for right now. All right.
Was
Wisdom
hoping
save.
for a nat one, to be honest.
Yeah. Roll a 17 on my wisdom save.
Both of them would roll, I guess.
Okay.
At 17, I'm gonna. I'm within 30 feet, right? Yeah. I'm gonna silvery bar that bad boy.
Okay. The basilisk saves.
Oh, fucking save, Jesus!
And 18.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It is because they do not have great modifiers either.
I know this is absurd. This is absurd, and I'm gonna, like, as I'm playing, I'm like backing up a little bit. And I just kind of bump Solrak, and I'm like, "Ooh, he's so hard," and that's gonna be Bardic Inspiration
Hilarious.
for whatever the hell you can be inspired to do while you're.
All right. Go ahead and turn.
Yep.
That'll bring us to the metal bull who goes scuffing his hooves into the ground, digging up some more of that earth, charging right in this direction. Horns up. Goes to hit you, Wilmore. Let's see. 27 to hit.
Jesus, hold on, 27.
You've used
Nope,
a
that's
reaction.
as high as I can go.
Oh, yeah, I
yeah,
guess it was the end
as
of
high
your
as I can
turn.
go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as high as I can go anyway. But
25 points of piercing damage, and I also need you to make a strength saving throw.
25.
And yes, a concentration check.
Nope.
Cool. You
2.
fall down prone as his horns just lunge right into you, knocking you backwards into Sorek's rock hard body. And yeah, you fall down right at his feet as you bang into him. And I just need your concentration check on the wall.
Hope you
It's got
felt
to be a
my
12.
rock hard body.
There you go.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
good.
it feels so good when you touch my rock hard body.
And
Wilmore.
with you down on the
yeah.
ground, he's on
Oh,
stampeding towards you and tries to hit you with his hooves. 22 to hit.
We're gonna shield that.
Okay. I quickly just throw up a shield around you and block out that hoof attack. And yeah, he's still just trying to dig into you, but that will end his turn.
Yeah, the hoof attack just kind of like it hits the shield, but it moves me up, and I kind of like hit my head on rock hard Solrak. I'm like, he's just so hard today.
Oh man.
That's right, I am. Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's of course what I would be saying if I.
The basilisk on the other side of the wall, you see it just kind of snaking its head around. See, is the wall opaque or transparent?
It is solid.
It's solid, okay. Yeah, he's just on the other side. You can hear it kind of bumping into it a couple of times.
Yeah, and imagine it because it's like 10-foot pane, so
Yeah.
it would be however many across, and then the rest would just go straight up to just block them.
Absolutely. Solrak, that brings us to you. As you stand here, your mind kind of drifts off to another place, not being here in the heat of a battle or against any sort of enemies or an encounter at all. Uh, where does Sorak's mind drift to?
Well,
Bennigan's.
first I snap in and I carry my swords. I don't have Dawnbringer with me. I had my demon sword, expecting to find something to attack, and I'm like, "Huh!" Look at it. There's a woman, back turned. Can't believe. I walk up to her. I slowly reach for her. Hand is super shaky. Just can't believe this. When I turn her over, it's my mom. Like, holy shit, what? Are you here? What's going on? I thought you were gone.
She just looks at you, Sorak, and says, "My dear sweet bear, I will never leave you. You know that I'm always here, right in your heart, standing beside you. And you know that in your heart is where your home truly is, and that can never die."
How can I go on? Miss you.
I miss you too, but I know that in due time, you have what it takes. You have the strength. You have the heart. You have all the luck that you need. Trust me that you're on the right path, my bear.
She says that. I start feeling almost like this euphoric feeling in my heart. Something that tells me things are gonna be okay. Say, see you again soon. And as I go to hug her, everything just away.
Awesome. That'll bring us to Fang.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna try something here. All right. So, upon seeing the metallic bull make Chaddington prone, and with Solrak being rock hard, it really leaves me no choice.
To join in. Oh yeah.
I go ahead and press the mechanism on my glider to activate its wings, and I fly right down, right at its pretty much back of its head, and do like a double foot kick to the back of its head.
Hell yeah.
And let's see what we can do with that.
You put your mechanisms
20.
back of his head.
A 20 will hit.
And I'm gonna do a stunning strike on that one.
Okay.
I'll
Nat
go
20 or dirty 20?
dirty 20.
Dirty.
Con save, right?
Yep, and the DC is 17.
Oof.
So 10 damage on that.
He does not see you coming as you click your mechanism. Wings go wide on your staff, and you're flying down, gliding down towards this metallic bull, and with a big old kick in the back, you seem to just stun it in its place right there. It doesn't seem to know where it's at or where it's standing, and yeah, you have it stunned currently.
Hell yeah.
So your second attack will have advantage then.
Yep. Hell yeah. So now we're just gonna, good old curb stomp for 26.
Oh yeah.
14 moss damage.
Okay, so 24 total.
Yep. And then bonus action, I will spend.
Your bonus action was your mechanism.
Okay. All right.
Anything else
That
for you?
is. He is stunned, so I will. That's gonna be my turn.
Sounds good. Go ahead and end turn, and that'll bring us
Yep.
to Shaddington. Yeah, you just hear as Fang glides through the air. You see as he just comes up right behind the bull and kicks him a couple of times, stunning him in place. You're still down on the ground, but you see an opening for you to get up.
So the bull's like stunned.
It is stunned, yes. So when he's
Done.
stunned, you have an advantage on attack rolls, and it automatically fails strength and dex saves.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up and roll out so I can get 5 feet from him. So I can actually get advantage. That'll give me advantage. That's outside of melee range, right? So I can actually shoot him.
That is right.
That was only 10 feet, so it would be, it's technically 12 feet and 10 feet, so we're good. And then we're gonna bonus action Hexblade's Curse on my bull.
All
So
right.
that gives me 19 crit and plus 5. Does it give me attack too, or no? Against the first target, you gain plus 5 bonus to damage. Yeah, it's plus 5 damage rolls. Perfect. So here we go, and then we'll blast him.
Yeah, with 6 rolls, you got a good chance of getting 19 or 20.
Right? Hold on. It's control. Nope. It's which one is
Oh, with
shift? Shift is the plus.
yes.
Yep, shift's the plus. So here we go. That is
26.
26 for 7 damage, plus 5, so that's 13 or 12. I'm
12.
sorry, 12.
Yep.
Another one. Come on, come on. Really? 14 to hit.
14 will miss, unfortunately.
1. There's a 19.
Nice.
So that is 9 plus. It's a plus 10, 19 plus 5, 24.
Oof. Nice shot. With
Boom,
that,
boom, boom.
yep, 2 big blasts into the center mass of this metal bull, and still kind of writhing in place there. But anything else for you?
Nah, good to go. Gonna hit that end turn.
Oops, I hit it for you, but my bad. The bull up now. He seems to be stunned in place. Fang, that lasts until the end of your next turn, right?
Let me double check. Yes, until the end of your next turn.
So he's just kind of standing here, almost collapsing on his 4 hooves and trying to stand up straight, but can't really do anything from that. Basilisk can't break from this wall, seemingly either. Sorek still having a little bit of a vision right now. Yeah. Anything else that you'd be thinking about, or anything going on with Solrak?
At this point.
Sure. Alright, Fang.
All right, so Cuomo sees all of that happen, so he's gonna fly down and help me while he can. And so he is going to we're gonna do a little coordinated strike here.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do Fang first. So yeah, we're just pretty much like taking my quarterstaff. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not my quarterstaff. Because the gliders are still out. We're still just kind of curb stomping him.
Cool.
So
Just kind of curb.
Put your mouth on the curb, ball.
You do have advantage because he's stunned. Yep, there you go.
yep. So 28.
28
We'll take
will hit.
that. 8 damage. Oh, there we go, baby. All
There
right.
you go.
Nice.
There you
That's
go.
20. Still grab 8. Oh, and 13 is 20. 21, baby.
21
That was almost
damage.
max
Nice.
damage. All right. Bonus action. Yep. We'll keep on curb stomping him for 24, 21. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wow, the music quit.
9 more damage. And now here comes
Well, that nat 20
Cuomo.
sounds too cool. I'm not needed here.
And here comes Cuomo. He's gonna start doing his beak and claws attacks.
Oof.
22 and 22.
Both of those will hit.
Yeah. So there's 12 damage and claws. 14. 8. Hold on. Here's his
Coordinated.
So he
strike.
gets 8. Yep, 8 more damage.
Nice. Whew, big round. This thing is looking very beat up. Scratches and dents all throughout its metallic core and body. Somehow still standing, but definitely dazed and confused and beat the fuck up. Anything else for you guys?
Finish him off, Chaddington. I think he's gonna be getting up soon.
Yes, no longer stunned, but yes, definitely fucked up.
Going to blast away with advantage. Or no, no more advantage,
no more
right?
advantage.
Regular. So 1. Come on. So close. Ooh, that's 23 with 19 damage with the
Ooh,
plus 5.
19 damage. Yep, that'll hit. Cool.
Just click the- Come on. There you go. Numero dos. Damn it. 22 with 11 damage.
22
Plus
11
5.
damage. Nice.
Did it. 19 for 10 damage.
19 will just hit.
Just hit. I love just hits.
Nice. He's
And
extremely
action?
beat up. Yeah, he is looking on his last legs.
cool. I'm gonna drink a greater healing potion for a
Cool.
thing. I'll roll the die in a second.
Yep. He end of your turn.
That's it.
All right. Looking extremely scared and terrified of the situation going on here. He's got a last-ditch effort in him right now, and so.
Oh no, hold on. Before. So I blast him, and then I'm actually gonna run up and wedge myself between him and Solrak to like protect the hard one.
All right. Yeah, you see him as he was digging his hooves into the ground. He's getting ready to do something. You see he begins to move away from you guys towards the stone walls again and where he came from. And out of his nose and mouth there, you see that green plume of smoke.
Is that an opportunity attack?
Yeah, opportunity attacks for whoever did not take a reaction already.
Yeah, baby.
Just Fang and Wilmore, though.
Yeah, let's see, but I've got
There's a
disadvantage. Unless
22.
22 hit.
I'm gonna whack him with the loot.
8.
8 damage.
Give me the loot!
Damn
Give me
it.
the loot! I'm a bad
15.
boy.
Give me the loot!
15 will miss, but as you go and swing, he turns around, digging his hooves back into the dirt and staring over at you guys, ready to charge. But that green noxious plume of smoke just exhales from his nostrils and mouth area. I need Cuomo, Fang, and Wilmore to all make Constitution saving throws.
I'm sorry, did you say Cuomo too?
Yes, I did.
Pledge
Oh,
allegiance
yeah.
with
It's
7.
every,
Fuck.
everything in
10.
there.
And here's Cuomo. I gotta see what his modifier is. He didn't need it with a nat 20 for Cuomo.
Nice. With this,
20.
you guys all start to feel Fang and Wilmore from your feet up begins to solidify and becomes a little bit more stiff. You guys are currently just restrained, but you have to make the save again at the start of your next turn.
Oh no, I'm getting hard now too.
And
Guys, we're all gonna be hard.
and he's just digging his hooves into the ground, ready to charge at you as soon as you guys turn to stone. Solrak, anything that you want to add into this?
Come get hard with me.
Oh, actually,
So,
make a
as-
concentration check, actually, Wilmore.
Oh, yeah,
it'll
do
just be a
that.
10.
This
gonna
is
go,
going
it's gonna
on.
go real well.
I'm
The basilisk
currently.
comes out.
I'm
Ah,
currently.
okay, never mind. 20.
got it,
Nice.
cool.
All right.
I'm currently falling. Yes, just like this alternate reality to trying to get to my body, but I'm falling down this endless pit. Like I thought they would have saved me by now, and I'm like, why am I still falling? I don't feel lucky. And I'm like, fuck.
Just
That
wait
is
till you hit
where
the
I'll
bottom
be.
of the ground and you sunder
Something
and
like that.
shatter everywhere. Fang, you are up and you feel your body starting to solidify and turn to stone as well. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
18.
Nice.
Yes.
With that, you fight off this affliction from coming onto you, and you can go ahead and actually it says to do it. That happens at the end of your turn.
Okay. So I'm still rock hard.
You're free, but it's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So I get freed at the end of my
But
turn.
would he have been able to
But
do
I
a
still-
turn
but
That's
I-
what,
but I
yeah.
still-
You could have done something else. So yeah, go ahead.
But I still
Yeah.
get, regardless, I get my turn, so it's all right.
You just can't move though, right? Yeah, because he's restrained.
The
got it.
bonus action then, like, I'm going to activate my elemental force tattoo. My arms start glowing. And let's see, 3. Ooh, all right. And so, since my upper half is still freed, I just essentially just raise my arms from a down position up, and out from the ground comes this tidal wave that comes out of nowhere.
Hell yeah.
And let's see if I can hit. 20.
Nice.
Damn. Is that 3?
That's 3 so far. 1 was for initiative and 2 was for this.
That's awesome.
All right, so 16 damage plus a d6 is 20 damage.
Well, go ahead and tell me exactly how that goes down then.
Yes.
So glad we didn't die because of this fucking thing.
Yes, that's awesome. So, yeah, and so he's looking really weak, and so this tidal wave literally comes exactly just from the ground as if there was a reservoir hidden underneath. And while he's like blowing all that toxic fumes out, he takes in this like big old, he goes to inhale, and he inhales all this water and he just drowns internally.
Ooh. The drown.
Yeah, way to go.
That's
Savage.
awful, but awesome.
Turtle drowning.
Savage.
God, Fang's catching on, man. He's getting there.
That gets yeah, he's going straight to hell.
And then with that, Fang, you feel your ability to move your feet freely from the earth, no longer stuck from where you are.
Hell yeah! All right, and so with that, I kind of like mosey on over to Chaddington, saying like, "Oh yeah, what's up? I'm the man." And is he still he's still restrained, right?
He is, yep.
Yeah. So I just kind of try to just topple him over.
All right. We'll see what happens to Chaddington on his turn with that. Anything that you want, Chaddington, of course, you see this Gorgon get destroyed, drowning underneath the immense wave the Fang created here. You hear some more stomping going away up in the north behind the wall, away from you guys. But yeah, as you start to feel yourself becoming frozen to stone as well, is there anything that you want to do other than not be frozen?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I guess as he goes to push me, I just kind of like move out of the way since I can move now, and I just go.
Well, you got to make that con save first to see if you can.
Oh, okay, I'm
Not
gonna make
be.
con save, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's. All right, so I'm frozen. I can't do anything. I kind of look at Fang and I point over to the wall and I go like, "We've only got another minute there, because unless we're dragging him to Yartar, this is going to be tough." And
Throw him in the
then-
old bag of holding.
I don't
And
think
then
that's a good idea.
Dawnbringer say, no, the basilisk. Eat him.
I don't want to kill the basilisk. It's not fun.
Good for you.
Here goes the con save.
Don't put me in the darkness. You can't put me in the darkness. I've been away in the darkness
Oh,
too
I
long.
cast guidance on myself
Please!
beforehand, but it doesn't matter because it's a 5.
Oh yeah, Wilmore. Fang, you watch as Wilmore right in front of you begins to turn rock hard into stone as well.
God, it's a bunch of rock hard dudes.
And with that, we can drop
Just the wall falls.
Oh yeah, the wall
Or I guess,
does fall.
or I guess, can I concentrate on it so I didn't take damage?
You would not be able to be concentrating on a spell if you were petrified. Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, just too hard right now. Oh yeah.
But as mentioned, you guys, whoops, too big. You guys did hear, sound like the basilisk was moving away from that. But yeah, the wall drops, Fang. You see Wilmore turn to stone. Instantly, that magical wall of force disappears, and you see the basilisk with one of the eggs in its mouth and two of the other, two of its 8 hands and legs, whatever you want to call them, scooping up and scurrying out of here and getting out of here and protecting the eggs, it seems.
Back
Dawnbringer
into
goes,
the.
You
into
can't
the
carry
mountain,
both
right?
of them. Both of them.
Yes.
As I'm, hey,
Okay.
hey Nate, as the hardness is just overtaking my body and just I can't stop thinking about how hard I am. I just kind of think, Fang, get him! And could that be bardic inspiration on the last bit?
Sure, yeah, on the last bit. Yeah.
Or
Yay!
yes, there you go. So you got a bardic inspiration. Don't die, because then we're all gonna die. This whole adventure is gonna die because of the basilisk.
So Fang, what do? You have 2 rock hard friends right now.
Damn right I do.
So I get on my
Sounds like a
knees.
recipe for a good night.
Bear with me
Yeah,
just
baby.
one moment. Okay.
I have way too many porn songs.
Just take an hour
Um,
and tune to the damn sword.
All right. Trying to see. Does it say anywhere how much Cuomo can hold?
You can hold 10 times his strength score.
2 rock
And-
hard gems.
10 times his strength is 17, so 170 pounds.
Isn't that what it is?
Didn't seem like much.
It's 15 times your strength
There we
score.
go. Now we're talking. So what is that? A little over 200.
Yeah, they're much heavier. Or Solrak at least is much heavier than that.
255. Yeah, but I'm worried about Chattington, really.
The weight increases by a
Oh, man.
factor of 10 when they're like this.
10 times or just
Yep,
10?
That's what the petrified state says.
You just add a
So-
0 at the end. Yeah, so
So how much do you weigh, Chattington?
I weigh 5 pounds. So I think we're good.
All right. No. Okay, I got an idea.
no,
I got
I
an
actually
idea.
wrote it down. I weigh 35 pounds.
Does that mean
It
you weigh
is in my character
350?
sheet, and that is an average weight for a halfling. Because I remember looking it up beforehand. So I weigh 350 pounds. You still can't pick my ass up.
That's
You
true.
said I had to.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
350. He can carry 350, can he?
Listen. Don't you worry. All right, Nate. I'm gonna send something to the game chat, and I'm gonna explain what my thought process is, and you let me know if it works. So, I pull out my rope of climbing and cut it in half. It's 60 feet long. I cut it in half, and I tie both ends around. I tie so one 30-foot section
He's gonna break
around.
us.
No, I'm not. I tie one 30-foot section around Solrak and one 30-foot section around Chaddington. And while Cuomo is on the ground, I kind of like, I guess, tie them to Cuomo, like Cuomo's legs. And
Drag us.
no. I don't need to. And I say, and I just tell the rope to hold the gentleman. And I have Cuomo start flying to see if the rope is able to hold them while he's flying. And if Cuomo is actually able to fly. Because in theory, the rope can pull you. So I imagine that really there shouldn't be any weight for Cuomo to bear.
Make a
That's what the rope's doing, like a
Yeah.
snake walk.
make a sleight of hand check as you tie the ropes together.
22.
Beautiful. A 20 is what I was
Got all
looking
the
for.
rolls tonight.
Yes.
successful in
Oh my
this.
god. Holy shit.
So, I love this. First of all, you get inspiration for this.
Yes.
Tell me exactly how you do this.
Okay.
A
So
bunch of hard buddies.
I guess in their heads they don't know what's going on, or
Absolutely
if they
not.
they can't see me. But I remembered obtaining this rope of climbing, and so I'm like, this is the only way we're gonna be able to do this, Cuomo. Come on now, buddy. And so I take my rope of climbing out. I take out my adamantine sword, and just hack right at the centerpiece, and go ahead and tie a nice, strong, sturdy knot around Solrak with a bunch of slack. And then do the same thing with Chaddington. Obviously, he has way more slack because less girth and size. And I tie each end that's available that's not part of the knot to one of Cuomo's legs. And I say, Cuomo, trust me on this one, but just give me 1 second. I have to say something. And I'm kind of like pointing at both ends of the rope of climbing and say, all right, rope, hold the gentleman. And I say, okay, Cuomo, hip hip, ever so slowly, start to take off. And his wings start flapping, dust starts kicking up. And as if he's not bearing any additional weight, he starts to lift up. The rope starts to follow his legs, and up come the gentleman, as if the rope is bearing all of the weight, and none of it is stressing Cuomo and his legs.
Beautiful. And heading west, you begin to go towards Yartar. You do know that you guys, it's about a 3-day travel altogether to get there, but with this little bit of setback, it might have put you back a little bit. As you fly through the evening and the night with Cuomo and your two compadres stoned to the bone and tied to Cuomo and flying along, you make camp for the night and decide to get a little bit of rest. And as you do, you're setting everything up, getting a fire stoked, and setting up your bedroll, and you're relaxing for a moment, because honestly, this is quite peaceful for right now. This is the first time you've had some alone time for a little bit. No Solrak yelling at you, none of Wilmore's little snappy jokes or side comments, and it's nice, and you're able to enjoy.
It's no, it's not.
You're having a
Super
good
sad.
time with your rock hard
It's
buddies.
so sad right now.
Let me get to
Listening
what I'm
to
getting
this
at.
sad piano in his life. Like,
It's like
single
the
tear.
end of the Incredible
rolling
Hulk
down.
when he's walking down the
Yeah, exactly.
uh, no, you're sitting here and you're just enjoying the silence for what it is for right now. You know that you're gonna help your buddies out and get back to the task at hand, but for the time being, you know, Fang being a meditative person, a monk, and a man of Lathander, you do enjoy some time of reflection and sitting alone and meditative uh, practices. So you
I'm
sit.
just happy he turned us to stone because we can't rob us now.
This is true. But Fang, as you're sitting out here in the evening and staring up to the stars, you watch as the stars glimmer and shine, and you can see some distant planets illuminate and stay brightly shining too. But the clouds seem to kind of drift on by through the night sky and covering up patches of the sky and some of the stars, and finally passes by the moon. You notice that the moon is at its apex. It is completely full currently.
Yeah, so I kind of set up shop for the evening. I take the rope off of Cuomo's legs. Despite him not actually bearing any of the weight, I don't want him to feel as if he's shackled up. And so, yeah, so I just take the ropes off, and the stone bodies, I can't lift them really, so they're just laying there on the ground. But yeah, so like I'm just kind of laying like next to him. Cuomo is sitting there next to me, and we're just admiring the beautiful night sky. All the stars glowing ever so brightly with the campfire blazing. I take this moment, you know, of enjoying this peace and quiet, despite, you know, them being my boys. But yeah, so I take one of my like last incense and I dip it into the fire and set it up and allow it to burn, and just kind of taking in the fumes of patchouli. And yeah, so I just working on my breathing and relaxing, since this is one of the few moons I actually get to not hear one of them chat and just enjoy the beautiful evening.
And a beautiful evening you do enjoy, but as of course or as I mentioned with the full moon, you are quite aware of Sorak's affliction and how you guys have had to spend the last few months since he has become afflicted. But another thing that you have noticed is since or actually go ahead and make a insight check.
Me?
Yeah. I think your passive is 19, so I might take that into consideration.
14.
Okay. Yeah. So with the 19 in mind, then you've been watching over and noticed how Solrak, with the new blade that he wields, the Dawnbringer, there hasn't been any sort of instances, even though a lot of blood has been shed, of him having an outbreak, some sort of lichen curse coming out in the middle of a battle or at night or when he gets heated at some point in time.
Would I know that there's been a full moon the last couple nights?
You would know that it's pretty much at that point right now where it's at its apex. So maybe the night before, maybe there was a full moon as well, but it's pretty much at that point right now where it's high time.
I don't bear too much mind to that, as you know, I know that I think part of his thing right now is the fact that he's rock hard. But it's definitely something that I kind of take into consideration the next time there is a full moon. So perhaps tomorrow, I will focus on that or concentrate on that a little bit more.
Another thing that you do notice as you look up to the sky, go ahead and make a perception check.
$16.
16. The moon seems oddly larger to you than it has before.
When you say larger, does it seem like it's like getting closer, or it's just larger in size?
I'm gonna say with a 16 perception, it's kind of hard to tell exactly. It just seems like, you know, those moments when sometimes in real daily life when the moon just looks fucking massive for whatever reason. It's like it's becoming
Doing
one of
mushrooms.
those. Yeah, yeah. What?
Um,
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of I find it to be a little odd, and I think that's something I would bring up to the gentleman, including Thorak specifically.